Okay, we got the white balance fixed on the Ditto Cam as well as the Ditto Cam audio. Just a switch that wasn't thrown at the start, but it's back up and running normally now. Welcome back, folks. Your guiding light here, Rush Limbaugh, executing assigned host duties flawlessly, zero mistakes. Now, tell you what, there's a puff piece from NPR, typical of the drive-by media reports on Nikki Haley and her speech. Now, here's how it starts. South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley has a lot of qualities her party needs. So here we go again with the left telling us what we need to win. The problem with this is the Republican Party believes it. The Democrat Party gets to define what the Republican Party is and isn't. Then the Democrat Party and their allies in the media get to tell the Republican Party what they need to do to fix their problems, and the Republican Party buys into it 100%. And they don't understand why a perceived outsider is wiping the floor with every other Republican here. They don't understand it. It's right in front of their face. So here's how NPR starts their story. South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley has a lot of qualities her party needs. She's a rising star who is young. She's female and the daughter of Indian immigrants. So that, according to the people who define what is qualified and what isn't for a Republican, those are the things that make her qualified. She's a woman. She's young. Daughter of immigrants. Why? Those are the three things that will dispel whatever the left has succeeded in doing in destroying the Republican brand. How are any of those things qualities? How are any of those things qualifications? Being young, being female, the daughter of immigrants. And I guarantee you the Republican establishment running around, they hear things like that, and they're seeing, see, we made the right decision. As it goes back to the same old thing. Our party is so beat down, our leaders are so beat down and on the defensive such that they are seeking the approval of political opponents, and when they get it, they're happy. They're happier when they get the approval of political opponents than they are when they win elections. It's uncanny. It's genuinely psychological. Some might say pathological. I guarantee you all these people on our side running around praising Nikki Haley are using the same kind of qualifier characteristics because they know that's what the left wants to see in a Republican. What is this? She's young, she's female. I thought that's ageism and sexism. And the daughter of immigrants. Why? Why is that so important? Because the Republicans are seen as anti-immigrant? No. That's what the Democrats tell people the Republicans are, but that's not what the Republicans are. But the Republicans are too afraid to stand up and tell everybody the Democrats are wrong about the way they talk about them. Republicans are, too afraid to actually stand up and tell people what they're for. Well, I don't know the answer to that. That would require them to articulate conservatism, and they just can't bring themselves to do it. So essentially what NPR, as a representative of the drive-by media, is saying is that the Republican Party is going to have to pander. Here we have the Democrat Party, which is out of ideas. Everything it stands for is on full parade. They've begun the process of destroying this country. With their president is in the 40s in approval ratings and the 60s in disapproval. The number of people who think this country is on the wrong tracks at all-time high, or close to it, close to Jimmy Carter's numbers. The number of people who have been let down by this president and this party, and they still think they're running the show, still think they're defining the terms, because the Republican Party lets them get away with it. Why does the Republican Party have to pander to the young? Why does the Republican Party have to pander to females? And why is choosing Nikki Haley and having her do a good speech, why is that a sign of what the Republican Party needs? It isn't a sign of what the Republican Party needs. It's a sign of what the Democrat Party has succeeded in doing in defining the Republicans and putting them on the defensive 100% of the time, So the Republicans think the first order of business every day is to tell people we are not what you see about us in the media, rather than dealing with that by going out proudly and happily declaring what they're for, issue by issue by issue, position by position by position. They fall into this trap of accepting the allegations and accusations by the left and the media and then embark on a course to disprove it. So they choose Nikki Haley. And Nikki Haley goes out and does a speech criticizing her own party's frontrunner. It's quite understandable she's going to be hailed as having given a great speech by people in the drive-by media, is it not? What a godsend. The Democrats are looking at this. We've been so successful, they chose somebody to do the response to Obama, which was a pathetic speech. She goes out there and starts attacking the two frontrunners in her own party. Why wouldn't the Democrats be happy today? Why wouldn't the media want to praise that to the hilt so the Republicans would do more of it? It's mind-boggling to see how easy this is for the Democrats. So the Republicans are now pandering to the young. We're pandering to females, to women, pandering to illegal immigrants. Yeah, she's a son, she's a daughter of immigrants. Oh, that means she's qualified. No, it doesn't mean that at all. It means the Republicans have bought hook, line, and sinker the belief that they're hated. I guarantee you, if they were, if all of these things the Republican Party thinks about itself were true, Donald Trump wouldn't be over 5% in the polls, folks. Look at it that way. But they even refuse to see that. The people in the Republican Party that identify with the establishment, the elites, whatever you want to call them, look at where they are in the primary. Look at where they stand in the single digits. But this pandering, this acknowledging that the Democrats' allegations are accurate, then this defensive behavior in response to it, it's breathtaking to watch it. The Republicans are never going to outbid the Democrats for Democrat voters. The Republicans are never going to be able to out-immigration the Democrats or out-feminazi the women. The Democrats are always going to have a response to any of that. It's going to be free this, free that, free this, free condoms, free birth control pills, free tuition, free equal pay, free welfare, free right to vote, free in front of everything. According to that same NPR article that I just quoted at the beginning of, it says Haley went into politics, Nikki Haley, after hearing Hillary Clinton speak when she was in college.